everybody and welcome, and yes indeed, we're doing something a little bit different for the last video of the year. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, today we are introducing something brand new to the channel, and that is the Game Awards, more specifically, the BitMoreDave Award. Oh yes, that's right, because I've played a lot of games this year. In my downtime. Should I be recording most of them? Yes, I should. But, never mind. These are the BitMoreDave Awards of 2018. We have 6 categories. We have Best Game of the Year, Worst Game of the Year, Most Anticipated Game for next year. Yeah, it's coming in the 2018. It doesn't matter. It's Re-Release of the Year and Most Disappointing Game of the Year. There's going to be 5 of each one except for 2 of them because I couldn't think of any more. So, let's get started for the first ever BitMoreDave Awards. And the first one we'll get into is the most surprising games of 2018. This is the first time that I'm ever indeed doing this, so I thought, why not kick off with a bang? The most surprising games of 2018. There are 4 in this category, and we're going to start off, weirdly, with a Pokemon game.
Number 4.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee came out this year, and I absolutely adored it. I got the Pikachu version for Pokemon Yellow's nostalgia's sake, and I can tell you what, I wasn't disappointed. Me and the other half spent ages downstairs catching as many Pokemon, and I nearly got them all. Just need to get those evolutionary trades going, and then I'll have the whole set. Oh yes.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3, Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered Edition. I was so happy they decided to re-release this game for everybody to enjoy, because once again, I was running around as Mason, destroying absolutely everything, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, even though this isn't on the best re-releases of the year, it is going to be in the most surprising games, because I just simply wasn't expecting it.
Number 2.
Coming in at number 2 is Far Cry 5. After Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal, I was getting bored of the same Far Cry. What sort of started as traction in Far Cry 3 has lost its ground, but Far Cry 5 seems to have found its way. And I can tell you something, I really enjoyed it.
Number 1.
Pokemon Quest? Now, it's a mobile game and it's on the Nintendo Switch, but for those of you who have not played Pokemon Quest, I've been unable to put it down for 2 or 3 months. The grind is fantastic, a true fun RPG, and once you get into it, it's great. And you know the best bit is, you can get it on iOS, you can play it anywhere, you can get it on Android. It's fantastic. Those were my most surprising games of 2018, but time to move over to the most disappointing. Now, the most disappointing games are fairly simple in what they are. People were expecting them to be good, fantastic, utterly brilliant. But for me personally, they weren't.
Number 5.
So, coming in at number 5 is, unfortunately, a game I really didn't want to have to put on this list, and that is indeed Fallout 76. Oh, the bugs, the game-breaking bugs. Todd Howard may have finally met his match with this little number. Something that just simply doesn't appear to be a quality product. It was an unreleased mess, and still to this day I can't bring myself to play it. I've been too hurt. The reason why I started this channel in the first place was because of Fallout 4, and I wanted to do a Let's Play of it. I have a deep love of all Bethesda games, and it's the first one in a very long time that I feel is just not worthy.
Number 4.
Coming in at number 4 is unfortunately Red Dead. What I felt was going to be an incredible game, a cut above the rest. Unfortunately for me, it fell flat. I couldn't find enough to do in the multiplayer. The endless travelling on the back of your horse started to wear me down to a grindstone in the single player campaign, and to be perfectly honest, the level of polish on the game is absolutely phenomenal. I just really hope they manage to just fix that multiplayer, incorporate a proper fast travel system, and make me care about the characters just that little bit more. I know a lot of people are going to be hating me for saying that, but I just didn't enjoy Red Dead. I'm sorry.
Number 3.
Lost World Evolution. Lost World Evolution had me gripped for a good half an hour, and then I never played it again. I just couldn't enjoy myself for whatever reason. The making the animals escape and then putting them back in and then making them escape. It was just too repetitive for me, and that's a shame because I remember being so hyped talking about it with Daz and a load of other people. So unfortunately, you're coming in at number 3.
Number 2.
Battlefield 5. Oh, how does Battlefield 1, going from being one of the best battlefields since Battlefront Bad Company 2, go to Battlefield 5? And don't even get me started on the name thing, going from 1 to 5. That's annoying in itself. And Xbox One, I am not letting you off the hook either. I'm still annoyed about that. But put very simply, Battlefield 5 was broken, like Battlefield War 4 was. It doesn't bring much new to the table, and the way they handled their game, you can't handle a game like that in this day and age. If you don't know what happened, just Google Battlefield 5 controversy and you'll be able to see what comes up.
Number 1.
And coming in at number 1, Walking Dead, the final season. You'll know why. The mixture of studio closure, laying off people losing their jobs, working hours, and then of course the first 2 episodes release and the last 2 do not. I understand that they're coming out next year, but Telltale mishandled this one so badly and it disappointed me in the game so much, I had to put this at number 1. So, what do you think of my personal most disappointing games of the year? Do you agree? Let me know in the comment section below. Moving on, we have the best re-releases of the year, and it's totally, irrespectively, Ty, the Tasmanian Tiger 3. That is the best re-release. No, I'm kidding, guys.
Number 5.
Coming in at number 5 is Crash Bandicoot. Going back in the day, PS1 got me right back on the hype train, and an insane difficulty level to boot. How can Crash not be at number 5?
Number 4.
Shadow of the Colossus, the only game on this entire list I haven't played, but I did watch a Let's Play of start to finish without question, and I think that definitely deserves a mention it by me, even though it's the only game I haven't played, okay? I understand it's silly to put it in at number 4, but it was so fun to watch, I just had to put it on the list. Maybe it would even be number 1 if I played it, who knows?
Number 3.
Bayonetta coming out on the Switch. Bayonetta 1 and 2 coming out once again, and now you can take it wherever you want. You get to have your Devil May Cry fun wherever you want. It's absolutely fabulous, except it's not Devil May Cry, it's Bayonetta, who's almost as awesome in terms of kicking that ass.
Number 2.
Coming in at number 2 is the Devil May Cry HD collection again, because they already did a HD collection on the PS3, but they came out again for this generation of consoles. But I ain't complaining, because who doesn't want more Devil May Cry?
Number 1.
And of course, coming in at number 1 had to be Spyro, the Reignited trilogy. I'm already on my way to 100%ing the entire thing. I've done number 1, I'm midway through number 2, and I cannot wait to get started on my favourite, which is number 3. It's awesome. So what about the re-releases, guys? Do you agree as well? Let me know in the comment section below. And now we're moving on. We are moving on to perhaps the most anticipated of the BitMoreDave Awards. That's right. We're talking about the worst games of 2018. Now, before we get started, I understand that a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this list. And, well, it's just, this is my opinion. okay? This is my opinion, and you can't stop it, so deal with it.
Number 5.
Coming in at number 5, Diablo Immortal. Do I need to say any more? All you have to do is watch the crowd reaction just to see what I mean.
I just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
No, it's a fully fledged Diablo experience on mobile, which everybody will get to play.
Number 4.
State of Decay 2. Now, while State of Decay 1 was absolutely fabulous, State of Decay 2 launched pretty much unplayable, unfortunately. There's no way that this can't be included as one of the worst games of 2018. I mean, there's a community online just who is in solemn disappointment that the game even released in the state it did, and it deserves, unfortunately, to be on the list.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3, Metal Gear Survive, a survival game with a Metal Gear base around it. Konami, I love you, man. Konami, you make Yu-Gi-Oh! You make some awesome stuff that I absolutely adore. But you gotta let Metal Gear rest, man. If you don't let Metal Gear rest because Hideo Kojima left, then you need to... I don't know what you need to do, but this isn't the answer. Metal Gear Survive, it's not the answer, okay? I promise. Move on.
Number 2.
Coming in at number 2 is Battlefield 5. I know, I'm a broken record. Just go and have a look at some of the unfortunate hypocrisy and determination of DICE and EA behind this game, and then play the game and find out that it's not the Battlefield you just want it to be.
Number 1.
And coming in at number 1, and this pains me, utterly pains me, to hear, to see, to put this on my personal worst games. Fallout 76. Fallout 76 is, unfortunately, my worst game of the year. As somebody who has sank more than 1,000 hours into the Fallout franchise, for Fallout 76 to come out in the way it did with Bethesda's practice of microtransactions, I am thoroughly gutted, and it's a shame because it had so much potential. It had the potential to be one of Bethesda's greatest titles ever. I hope they continue patching it and fixing it, and then next year it can go onto my new category, the best comebacks from 2018. So here we go then. The final straw. The best games for me in 2018.
Number 4.
As much as I wanted to put this higher because of the amount of hours I put in, I can't quite give it any higher than a number 4, and that is God of War. What a story, what an amazingly fun campaign, some awesome combat and voice acting to make your ears dribble in luxury. There is definitely no doubt that God of War belongs in the top 4 best games of 2018.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3, an old favourite of mine, a game that I've been waiting for since the Wii was out, which is a proper console version of Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World, which is getting an expansion next year, is absolutely fantastic. Graphics incredible, gameplay incredible, new additions incredible, the music, the way you traverse around the world, the differences to the looting system, it's streamlined Monster Hunter in a way you cannot believe. And if you've never played a Monster Hunter game, now is the time to pick it up, and maybe you'll be at my level just before the new expansion releases.
Number 2.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4 has been absolutely phenomenal. I can't say much for the zombies for once because, well, I haven't played much of it. And I can't say much for the campaign, because there isn't one. I can't actually say that much for the Battle Royale mode, because I am so tired out on Battle Royale, I never want to see another Battle Royale game again. But let me tell you something, it's here just for the multiplayer. A homage to Black Ops 2, in my opinion, the best multiplayer Call of Duty ever made, but with modern refinings, a little bit more sprinkle of dust, and my super favourite thing, the camos, the challenges, the epic plays, watching it online. Black Ops 4 is worthy of a second place.
Number 1.
And I cannot believe what's coming in at number 1. The winner of the best game of the year, BitMoreDave edition, is indeed Spider-Man for the PS4. I feel genuinely saddened that Xbox One people who only own one console can't enjoy Spider-Man. Two exclusives ended up on this list. One, a partial exclusive of the best games. PlayStation have had an amazing year. God of War, Spider-Man, Black Ops 4 early DLC releases, all that sort of stuff. And you absolutely can't deny that the writing, the gameplay, the moveset, the feelings of Spider-Man is something that may not be felt again for a very, very long time. And that's why it is my favourite game of the year. And incidentally, if you want to watch a full Let's Play of it, there is a 12-hour video on my channel of me enjoying it for the very first time. So go and check it out. So guys, that's it. The BitMoreDave games of the... Oh, wait, hang on. I think I mentioned one more category, didn't I? Oh, yeah.
Number 5.
From the creators of one of the greatest Fallout games ever made, Outer Worlds is launching next year. A space version of what we all wanted Fallout 76 to be, by the look of it. And kind of Fallout 4 and maybe even Fallout 3 or any Fallout game. But there's no restrictions. There's a new world, and that is going to be Outer Worlds.
Number 4.
Devil May Cry 5. Oh, come on. I've been waiting for a proper new Devil May Cry game for so long. Maybe we'll finally see Dante's journey end. Who knows? But I ain't buying the jacket. It's too expensive.
Number 3.
The Last of Us 2. Well, who couldn't be waiting for this? Seriously, one of the most anticipated games ever. But not as anticipated as this next one.
Number 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2 released in, I believe, 2005, which means well over 10 years. 10 heartless years without a fully fledged Kingdom Hearts game. And this January, you're going to see Kingdom Hearts 3. If you've never played a Kingdom Hearts game before, I urge you, if you have a PS4, to get the remastered collection, the full Ultimate Edition with everything in it. Because let me tell you something, you will love it.
Number 1.
And finally, one that I didn't think about at all, really, until I remembered the trailers. Cyberpunk 2077 is, hopefully, gonna be coming out next year, and I simply can't wait. So guys, that's it. That's the video, the BitMoreDave Awards. I just hit myself in the face. Awesome. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm going to have a week off of YouTube just to chill, just to get it all out of the way. And some videos will be coming to you in the first week of January. So I will see you then, guys. Muchas lovos. Bye-bye.